In this video, we are going to talk about best habits will help you become rich. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. We humans have a tendency to repeat our actions and routines, and many of us are also prone to incurring debt. How did we get to this point? How did we get to the point where we constantly worry about making ends meet when it comes to our credit card bills, loan payments, and debt collectors? It was mostly just routine at that point. Thanks to Thomas C. Corley's studies, we have a firm grasp on these routines. Corley, a financial advisor and author, devoted 5 years of research to learning what makes billionaires tick. He had no intention of prying into their mutual investing methods. He was curious in mundane details about their daily lives, such as what they watched on television and what they ate. Those routines may be just as important to your financial success as picking the correct investments. Corley spoke with 233 high earners, $160,000 plus year, with net worths of at least $3.2 million. Out of the total number, 165 become millionaires solely through their own efforts. Those animals clearly exhibit the behaviors necessary to amass money, but is there another side to the story? Do individuals living in poverty tend to have similar routines? In his research, Corley spoke with 128 low-income Americans, those with an annual gross income of $35,000 or less and liquid assets of $5,000 or less. 1. Plan and set goals. People with wealth tend to be more goal-oriented. They detail what they want to do each day, each week, and each month, and they are able to describe where they see themselves in 20 years. People living in poverty tend to simply wing it. According to what Corley said, 95% of the impoverished participants in his research did not have a plan for their lives. Without a plan and without long-term objectives, we are like leaves on a windy autumn day. We drift through the air without any sense of direction. The main line is that having a lot of money is not necessary in order to establish a strategy. If you want to amass a lot of money, you really need a strategy. 2. Don't overspend. Putting money aside and growing it via investment is the easiest and most reliable way to build wealth. It is comparable to sowing an acorn and seeing it develop into a tree over time. The challenge for millions of people in the United States is finding an acorn to plant. According to a survey published by the Federal Reserve in 2018, it was shown that 4 out of 10 persons would not be able to pay an unexpected bill of $400, much less have an emergency fund. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics of the United States, it is now at 6%, which is the lowest level since the financial crisis of 2008. If your income is so low that you can't even cover your monthly expenses and you have no savings, the apparent option is to increase your income. That brings us to the second behavior that contributes to poverty. 3. Create multiple streams of incomes. According to a research conducted by the United States Census Bureau in 2019, just 8.8% of women and 8.0% of men had 2 or more jobs. According to what Corley discovered, 65% of affluent individuals had at least 3 separate revenue streams established before they made their first $1 million. He claimed that those who were poor only had one source of income. Their eggs are all in one basket. If you just have one source of income, it is very unlikely that you will be able to get yourself out of financial trouble in the event that you are laid off from your work, have a serious illness, or fall behind on your obligations. 4. Read and educate yourself. Not only do wealthy individuals hold down 2 jobs, but they also find time to read. However, neither Stephen King nor Danielle Steele are on their reading list. They educate themselves by reading books on self-help and personal development. According to what Corley discovered, just 8% of people with low incomes read books that were either instructional or focused on self-improvement. He wrote that success required continuous improvement. Reading and educating oneself on a regular basis are two activities that contribute to personal development. 5. Avoid toxic relationships. The field of psychology plays a significant part in the process of amassing money. It's possible to overstate its importance, but having a can-do mentality is essential. If you surround yourself with individuals who can't do things, it will be difficult to keep one. According to the research of Corley, just 4% of persons with low incomes have relationships with those who are success-minded. According to what he wrote, you are only going to achieve in life if you surround yourself with the appropriate sort of people. Citation needed. That is to say, individuals who are optimistic, encouraging, inquiring, and helpful, the author writes. 6. Don't engage in negative self-talk. When it comes to matters of the mind and finances, the only thing that is worse than surrounding yourself with other losers is feeling that you are a loser yourself. Do you ever make excuses for yourself by claiming, for example, "My work is too demanding," "It's not my fault," or "I'm not clever enough"? If you repeat something often enough, you'll start to believe it. According to what Corley has said, when a person allows negativity to control their thoughts, they are wiring their brain for failure. You will never have a chance in your life to improve your financial situation or your situation in life as it is right now. These unfavorable ideas will eventually materialize into beliefs that function much like computer programs. 7. Live a healthy lifestyle. Do you like to stay home and binge on nachos, beer, and a Dunkin' Donuts frozen chocolate shake inspired by the Girl Scouts coconut caramel swirl? If that's the case, you may never be able to buy a new sofa. Making money requires effort and determination. Diet and exercise are also important. Both fiscal responsibility and physical well-being are interdependent. Poor health is a direct cause of bad fortune, as Corley put it. A terrible streak may be traced back to faulty decisions, actions, and routines, so to speak. To put it another way, if you're a creature with more than a handful of these behaviors, you may need some assistance getting out of debt. In such a situation, a nonprofit debt management program is a tried and true option. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.